everybody, and welcome to the 20th episode of An Octave Higher. We have hit double digits in the range of, like, a decade. That probably sounded weird. Basically, I've never done a Let's Play that has gone for 20 videos. I'm not even sure I've done a video where I've gotten over 10 videos. Because normally I end things... What's my cat doing? Was that even my cat? Sorry, I got distracted by the noise. It's always... Anytime you hear a weird sound that you shouldn't be hearing or you think you shouldn't be hearing and you have a pet, your pet's the source of it. But, yeah. Anyway, I've never gotten this far in a Let's Play before, because normally I just do one playthrough, and if I'm not too dissatisfied, I'll just kind of leave it, because it's like, yeah, whatever. Last ending I got cool. But with this one, I just could not do that. I couldn't do it. So, I'm not. And, yeah, I don't know, it's a little bit weird. And, I also wanted to say that I'm going to be changing the icon for the videos from this point forward. Or, well, not really like this video, but the next video it's going to be different because, I just feel like changing how the, the image for the video, I cannot remember what it's called right now. The thumbnail, there we go, thumbnail. I'm going to be changing what the thumbnail looks like just because I don't, I just kind of feel like I need to change and I just need it to look different because it's gone on for 10 whole videos of looking the same and I don't really want it to look the same for like however longer this is going to, how much longer this is going to take. So I felt like changing it up and so I'm going to, and I'm probably going to leave it the way it is for the rest of the time being, I think, because I don't really see why not, because, well, I don't think I'm gonna do a third one, but we'll see. It really depends as to what I get for an ending, so, yeah, I don't know. We'll find out. And my cat's just sitting by my shirt. She's such a cutie. Alright, let's get started. Switching perspectives, I think. Sunday, 27 Sextilis AM, 3:13. Yep, we're with Elise. This morning I wake up feeling clear-headed. Without having to force myself, I get up and grab a towel and a change of clothes. Today I'm not going to the factory because I've promised Franz, the boy I met yesterday, that I'd go with him. I feel bad for skipping work, but I must admit that getting 2 days' worth of pay for not working is a pretty nice deal. No, that's not it. Bad, Elise, bad. I'm only going with Franz today because I promised to help him with his research. I didn't catch everything he told me yesterday, but the gist of his explanation is that he's doing research at school about how to make compassion magic able to affect non-living beings. Basically what I've been trying to do to the broken piano. He said if the research is successful, it may even lead to the creation of compassion magic machines, which has the potential to revolutionize the medical industry. I guess it's kind of a big deal. Personally, I'm excited just to know that I might be able to fix the piano. So let's get going! I wait for Franz at the omnibus stop. He told me that we'd meet at 9 o'clock, but I don't have a chronometer, so I don't know exactly what time it is now. I hope I'm not late. When an omnibus comes by, another factory worker who has been waiting at the same stop asks me why I'm not getting on the bus. I tell him I'm still waiting for a friend. That reminds me, I didn't have to put on my factory uniform today because I'm not going to the factory. Force of habit, I guess, but then again, this is my best looking outfit, so it's just as well. After a few minutes, the next omnibus comes. Seeing Franz on it, I prepare to board, but he signals me to stay outside. He disembarks and the omnibus soon takes off. To my surprise, Franz hails a taxi carriage. I've never ridden in one of them before. Oh, cool! Oh, right, yeah, I remember. This happened before. I just... forgot. Wow, that was quick. I didn't even... Wow, that boggles my mind that I forgot so quickly. Then again, my memory is really spotty at best, so I'm surprised I'm passing some of my classes because of it. You're early. I am? Usually I go to work even earlier. I thought I was running late. I see. What about you? Don't you have to go to school? It's Sunday. Of course I don't have to go to school. Oh yeah, I totally forgot. Besides, it's my senior year. I don't have any classes anymore. I'm supposed to spend most of my time on my capstone project. That's what you're going to help me with. Oh, okay. School sounds fun. If I were in school, what kind of project would I be working on? How to be a Quella Magi? I still really like that reference, by the way. But there's no point thinking about something like that. It's not meant for me. So what kind of person is the man we're meeting today? He is the son of a lord, so, you know, a rich kid. What? My phone went off. I'm gonna check that real quick. Just my friend Steven. I like the guy, but I was kind of hoping he'd be somebody else. What? And here I thought this guy was a rich kid. But I guess the son of a lord would be even wealthier. How can you even tell the difference at that point? Both of them must have enough money to eat like kings for the rest of their lives. A lord's son, huh? I've never been an aristocrat before. Is it really alright for me to meet him? Don't worry, he seems to be a nice person. Besides, he's the one who said he wanted to see you. The carriage drops us off in front of the Lord's house. I look up, and up, and up. It's huge! It's somewhat similar to Mason. The only difference is that only a single family lives here, not an entire staff of sex workers. A tall gentleman in an expensive-looking black suit comes out and approaches us with short, quick, but dignified strides that give off an air of nobility. I whisper to Franz, "Psst, is he the Lord?" What? Are you serious? He's a butler! Wow, a real butler. I didn't think butlers existed outside of fairy tales. Good morning. May I help you? Good morning. My name is Franz Byron. I'm here to see Frederick Godwin. Ah, Mr. Byron, Lord Frederick is waiting for you. Do come in. Franz and I follow the butler inside. The butler leads us into a room. As soon as I enter the room, my eyes fall on an object in the corner. It's a piano. I assume this one isn't broken. It's not the same model as the one behind the factory. This is more expensive, obviously, but a piano is a piano. I should be able to play it with no problem. Well, I hope so anyway. I haven't touched a working piano in years. While I'm still admiring the instrument, another man who looks much younger than the butler enters the room. He's dressed magnificently. This must be the Lord's son. Yep. Franz, and after shifting his gaze to me, he falls silent. With his lips apart, he eyes me from head to toe as if studying me. Is there something wrong with the way I'm dressed? Do I look strange? He looks as if he had just seen a fairy. This must have been what I looked like when I saw the butler. Good morning, my lord. My name is Elise Shelley. Elise. Frederick, this is the girl I told you about. Yeah, of course. How are you, Elise? I'm fine, my lord. Thank you for asking. Please call me Frederick. You need not be so formal with me. Oh, okay. Thank you, my lord. Well, this isn't too difficult. I wasn't sure how to behave in front of a lord, but Frederick seems to be quite friendly. However, I'm still nervous because this is the first time I've ever met a lord. But then again, I do see lords all the time in Mason. I just don't interact with them. Frederick, you said you wanted to see Elise's magic, right? What should she cast her magic on? If you're injured or sick, I can try to heal or cure you. If not, maybe I can just energize you. Well, I think Frederick wants to see you cast compassion on something inanimate, like you did with the piano. Huh? But, well, I see that there is a piano here, but it's not broken, is it? I suppose I can break it and then... No! His sudden shout makes me jump. No, please do not break my father's piano. He would not be pleased. For a second, there is horror on Frederick's face. Okay, I won't. Franz, will you give us a moment? I'd like to speak with Elise alone. Huh? Friends and I stare at each other. He looks as surprised as me. I love their surprised faces. I know I say this every time, but like, especially at this part, but like, he just looks so ridiculous. Like, they just look so funny every time they're surprised by something because of how they put their pupils. It just cracks me up every time. Especially in scenes like these, where it's like, what? That came out of nowhere. Oh god. Okay, I need to pull myself together here. I'm sorry, this is just... I can't. Okay. I know where this is going, which is why I'm laughing so hard. It's just... But, okay. Okay. I can pull myself together. But I can't because I know what's gonna happen. Because Francis is some dumb shit. And he's just... Oh my god. Okay. Oh gods, I don't want to be alone with him. I plead to Franz with my eyes. Franz, please don't go. I beg you. Please don't leave me alone with this guy. Franz returns my gaze with a sharp look and a nod. He turns to Frederick. Here it goes. Okay, I'm leaving her to you, Frederick. What? No! Do you know how in picture books two people can often communicate their feelings by staring into each other's eyes? Today I've learned that this is just another lie. What are children taught? Like, why are children taught things like this? Other than the summoning poop scene, that's probably my second favorite. That's comedic. I gotta say, just some of the comedy they have in here, I'm like, fucking yes. You did it right. Thank you. Just, yes. Okay. Now we gotta get to serious business. After Franz is left, it's just me and Frederick alone together. The room feels bigger. For a moment, nobody speaks. So, Lise, if you are helping Franz with this research, it must mean that you are gifted in compassion, right? Yes, of course. I'm also gifted in courage, but Franz never said anything about researching courage magic. I see. What do you think about your compassion trait? Think about it? I never think anything about it. It's just something I was born with. Is that so? I guess compassion suits you because you're a girl. Really? I don't think it has anything to do with gender, but maybe you're right. What are your magical traits, Frederick? Willpower and courage. Liar! It's willpower and friggin' compassion, you piece of shit. Ah, we share a trait. That's nice. You don't actually, but you wouldn't know that. Indeed. Willpower and courage, huh? Well, actually they do share a trait. It's compassion, not courage, so he fibbed a little. But they do share a trait, just not that one. I heard that combination is usually found in an uncouth person, but I guess that's not true. You seem very polite to me. Frederick is most definitely the quietest lord I've ever known. Which is totally not true if you're anybody else but Elise. The lords that often come to Mason are all loud and pushy, especially after a few drinks. Something about the way he's staring at my face still makes me uncomfortable though, so I avoid meeting his gaze. My eyes fall on the piano again. It's really different from the broken piano in that factory backyard. This piano looks so much more elegant, surely something that benefits someone's house. I wonder what kind of sound it makes. Do you like the piano? Huh? Yeah. He must have noticed me staring at the piano instead of looking at him. That was very rude of me. Do you want to try playing it? Can I? No, thank you, sorry. It's alright. Go ahead and play the piano. I would like to hear you play. Okay. Thank you, my lord. I walk over to the piano and sit down carefully. For a few seconds, I just sit silently admiring its beauty. I bring my finger to the middle F key and apply some pressure. The piano emits a lovely sound. My cat's crawling behind the futon again. I have a sneaking suspicion she's either kneading it or clawing at it. I'm not sure which. Whatever. I will carry on. I turned my head to see Frederick watching me. Sorry, I've pressed that same key on the broken piano 100 times, but it has never made a sound. So when I heard that sound from this piano, I just found it funny for some reason. I guess I'm the only one who would find that funny. Frederick must be thinking I'm a weird girl. My face feels hot all of a sudden. Yeah, I understand what you mean. I faced the piano again. I closed my eyes and placed my hands on the keyboard. I haven't played a real piano in years. I hope I can still play well enough. I press a key, then another. My fingers move from note to note. I've chosen a piano sonata with a low tempo so I can take my time getting used to the piano. Andante. The piano sounds beautiful. I'm surprised at how well I can still play. My almost daily practice with the broken piano must have counted for something after all. The music is still as I remember it, although this piano is not what I used to play it. Is not what I used to play. It answers me just the same. It answers me with the most pleasant melody. I keep playing. When I close my eyes, I feel as if I was being consumed by the music. Before long, my hands are moving on the piano by themselves. I am as much an audience as I am a performer. I can feel the tune of each note not only with my ears, but also with my soul. It's like the music was standing beside me, taking my hand in hers, guiding me to a place she only knows. It's warm. The music smiles at me and I at her. I feel at peace. There are no proles and no bourgeois. There is no Mason de Beauvoir. There is no factory. There is no broken piano. Where we are, there is only happiness. Elise, service me. What? I've stopped playing the piano. You heard me. I want you to service me. What is he saying? Serve you? How do you want me to serve you? You know what I mean. Service me like you service your customers every night. I feel cold sweat on the back of my neck. I don't know what you're talking about. You know exactly what I'm talking about. I know that you work at Mason de Beauvoir. I know what you are. I step back while shaking my head, but Frederick comes nearer. You're wrong! I don't work at Mason. I'll pay you. It's not a question of money. How much do they normally pay? I'll double that. No, I told you you were wrong. I live at Mason, but I don't work there. I don't take customers. Frederick keeps advancing. I'm back to a wall. No, I'm not that kind of girl. Get away from me. He halts his steps. What happened? Franz looks at me questioningly. Elise, is something wrong? I don't know what to say. I don't want Franz to find out about me living at Mason. He won't let me be part of his research project if he thinks I feel my face burning. My eyes are starting to sting with hot tears. Elise? I run past Franz and exit through the open door. Elise! I don't stop. I need to get out of here. Outside the house, I just walk around randomly. I don't know this area at all. It's like a foreign land to me. I stop myself from crying. I refuse to shed a tear over this little thing. Why couldn't I just explain the situation to them? Franz was there. He would have listened. But there's no point. Frederick wasn't wrong. He was technically wrong, but in 3 months he'll be right. In fact, I somewhat regret rejecting his offer. If I'm going to whore myself out in 3 months anyway, I might as well start now. Frederick is at least handsome. Some of the men who show up at Mason. I don't want to think about it. It's only adding to my sense of shame. I'm disgusted at myself. It's making me even more frustrated. I'm angry. I'm angry at Frederick. I'm angry at Franz for taking me to him. But I'm also angry at myself. I'd curse my fate if such a thing existed. Where am I? Where am I going? There are aristocrats all around me that I could ask for directions, but most of them try to avoid eye contact. Some, though, are outright staring at me like I'm some kind of exotic animal. I've been walking for almost half an hour, but I haven't seen a single omnibus stop. This must be why Franz took me here in a taxi carriage. There is no shortage of taxi carriages here, but I can't afford one, and even if I could, it's unlikely the driver would let me in. Finally, I reach a main city street. I'm still completely lost, though. I've never been in this part of the city. I continue to wander without knowing where I'm going. I see a policeman. Maybe he can tell me where I can find an omnibus stop. Excuse me. The policeman glances at me for a second, but doesn't say anything. Can you tell me where I can find an omnibus stop? He ignores me. Hello? Do you know where the nearest omnibus stop is? Will you tell me, please? Finally, without even looking at me, he uses his thumb to point to his right. Doesn't look like he's going to tell me anything more. Thanks. I walk in the direction he pointed, but his direction isn't helpful at all. I still don't know where the omnibus stop is. He wouldn't answer me properly because I'm a proletarian. He can tell by the way I'm dressed. When they say their job is to serve and protect, they're talking about protecting the bourgeois and the aristocrats. They can't be bothered with people like me. I still haven't found an omnibus stop despite having walked for what seems like miles. There have been a number of intersections since I left the policeman. He was lying to me for all I know. But what would I even do if I did find an omnibus stop? Go home? To Maison de Beauvoir? So I can prepare to become a whore in 3 months? I can't go home. I have no home. Maison de Beauvoir is not my home. I don't want to go back there. I don't have anywhere to go. I continue dragging my feet, not even caring where they'd take me. I glimpse up at the sun above. Although I don't have a chronometer, I can tell that it is already past noon. My stomach growls. I skipped breakfast this morning, and there was no time to eat lunch before I stormed out of the Lord's mansion. I stop when I come across a small bistro. Perhaps I can buy a slice of bread for lunch. A quick look at the menu written on a chalkboard outside the bistro nixes that idea. I move along. In this part of town, I don't even have enough money for a cup of tea. Friends had promised to pay me as compensation for not working today, but I left before receiving any money. In other words, I just lost a day's wage for nothing. My legs are getting weak. They're trembling. I don't know how many miles I've walked. Ah! Suddenly, my right foot trips on a stone, causing me to fall headlong to the brick pavement. Ouch. Trying to get back up, I see that I've scraped my left knee. It's bleeding and the pain stings. Still on the ground, I touch my scraped knee with my hand and start focusing on compassion. Transform. Nothing happens. The scrape is still there. It's still bleeding, and I'm still hurting. I don't have enough mana for this. I even forgot to ask Franz for a bottle this morning. If I hadn't run from Frederick's house, Franz wouldn't have given me a mana. Oh, Franz would have given me a mana potion so that I could demonstrate my magic. I didn't think any of this through, did I? I look around. The passers-by pretend to have not seen me. They go about their business as if there wasn't a girl hunkering down on the pavement with a bleeding knee. A couple of teenagers, a boy and a girl, walk by. The boy notices and points at me while saying something to the girl. He's about to walk over to me, but the girl grabs the boy's hand and shakes her head at him. The boy throws me another glance before leaving with the girl. What should I do? What can I do? I obviously can't go to a hospital because I don't have the money. It seems my only option is to ignore it, stand up, and keep walking. The scraped knee really isn't that big a deal. Just when I'm about to get up, I feel compassion from above. And the scrape disappears from my knee. The pain is completely gone. That's where I'm gonna end it, because now we're getting into some nice parts that are really cutesy between two characters that are really nice and stuff, and yeah. If I don't stop now, I'm gonna do what I did the last time when I got to this part and go for like a full-on hour episode, and I don't really want to do that. So I'm gonna end it here. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye! Hey guys, and that was an octave higher. If you're interested in checking out the next episode, then just click on the icon on the right-hand side. If you're interested in any of the other games that I have listed here that have very similar storylines that are pretty intricate, I would say to check them out as well. And if you want to subscribe, just click my icon and we're good to go. So yeah, see you later.